I feel like in every video I'm always saying like, oh, what series, or like, yeah, like I'm the plug for series, but then I never actually give you guys series. I just ask you guys to give me series. I thought that was a bit selfish. Basically, I just thought I'd give you some series to watch, especially during this lockdown period. You're gonna need to entertain yourself. I'm only gonna give 10. When I say these, they are in no particular order. Let me just repeat that for the people in the back. No particular order, okay? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danelia, if you don't already know. If you haven't already subscribed, especially if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, or you watch those of my videos but you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It takes like 2 seconds to log into your Gmail. So, you know, and if you're already logged in, why are you being a hater? Just subscribe, thank you. Prison Break now. I have watched it all the way through a good 5 to 10 times, I'm not even sure. It's literally one of those classics. It's one of them ones that like people try and like, you know, those few people that try and claim like so different, I'm so like mature, I've got such different taste, and say they don't like Prison Break or they've never watched it, like, and they have no interest. Bye, we don't have time for you. This is for the real series watchers, the people who appreciate good series, the people who have range. Prison Break doesn't even require range like that. I feel like everyone can love Prison Break. Prison Break is sick. Prison Break is a sick series. Michael is smart. The wit, the intelligence, the knowledge in that show, it's top tier. You actually have to watch Prison Break. And not even just that, like, it's just so action packed. Your heart is racing from episode 1, like literally. And for me, every season, bang. Some people didn't like season 3 that much. I personally love season 3, and the thing about season 3 is that they knew they couldn't stretch that storyline for too long, so they purposely kept it at like 12 or 13 episodes, maybe 15, I don't remember, but they kept it much shorter than the rest, not including season 5. And I literally loved every single season. I loved how they switched it all up. When I first watched it, I was like, okay, so Prison Break, they're planning all of this in season 1. I'm assuming like something is going to happen in season 1. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if you watched it. Assuming something is going to happen, something big is going to happen in season 1. Why the hell, at the time there were only 4 seasons, why the hell are there 3 more seasons? Like, what are you actually going to do? That writer, so smart, because it actually made sense. They were actually able to go on, and the plot was interesting. It was captivating all the way through season 1 to season 4, and it made sense. It wasn't just nonsensical. I'm not good at describing shows. Anyone who knows me knows I'm rubbish at describing shows. Usually I'm just like to people, oh my god, have you watched? Please watch it, please, you trust me. But yeah, watch Prison Break. I'm not good at describing shows, so I'm not gonna attempt to describe it. I feel like the caption kind of gives it, the title kind of gives it away, but it's so much more than that. Oh. This show, Good Girls. My sister actually put me on this show, and then I put so many people on this show. But Good Girls, yeah, bangs, and it's so different. It's so different. I don't want to give anything away, but it's about like 3 women, 2 white, 1 black, which I really like. You added in the black character, at least. We love it, not just 3 white grown women. And they're not such good girls. They're not prostitutes. I feel like that sounded like they were prostitutes. Yeah, I can't explain it, but it's a good show. Read the synopsis if you want to. That show had me on my toes. And Rio, Rio. The way he talks, like, what you trying to do? What you trying to do, ma? Yeah. Oh, Rio is my, oh my gosh. Rio is my MCE, man crush every day. Like, hashtag sorry babes if you're watching this, which you probably are. Next show, Mindhunter. One of my friends actually put me on this, and when he first told me to watch it, I watched it with my babes, and we were like, what is this show? Like, the first episode was so whack. Like, it was so whack. There's like a good 20-minute, maybe I'm stretching it, but it felt like 20 minutes minimum, scene where it's like one of the men and a girl in the club, and the audio is so bad, and they're just waffling back, and I was like, why would you tell me to watch this show, and why would you claim it to be so good? Like, I'm so disappointed, and I'm never listening to you again. But then we'd heard other people say, yeah, oh, Mindhunter is so good, Mindhunter is so good, and we're like, you know what, let's try again. We literally tried again like a couple of days after. Once we actually pushed ourselves through it, when I tell you the show is so good, it is so good. I love shows with wit and smarts and like I just really appreciate, I feel like those are my type of shows. Above everything, those are my type of shows. Mindhunter is so good, and I think it's based on a true story, and it's a series. The episodes are long. I need it to come back. Like I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Mindhunter is sick. It is sick. It's basically about these detectives who like interview serial killers, but it's a series. It's not like a documentary. Like they go to different prisons, they interview proper like serial killers, like the infamous ones. Like there's one when they go to see Charles Manson. Like literally, it's so good. But then obviously there's a storyline outside of the prisons as well, and like how they are the people who came up with the term serial killer. Definitely up there. I'm telling you, watch Mindhunter. And oh, it's on Netflix. Prison Break is on Netflix, Mindhunter is on Netflix, Good Girls is on Netflix. So right now, if you haven't watched any of those and you've got Netflix, there's 3 more series for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon. I just keep saying everything is sick, but I wouldn't suggest it if it wasn't sick, you know? This one, I'm gonna try and explain. The richest people are called meths. I think they're called meths. I hope they're called meths, because that's really awkward if they're not. They're called meths. And they live like literally up in the clouds. They like stay far away from normal people who live like down here on earth. But like the way they make down here seem is just like, it's just trash in comparison to the rich people who live above the clouds. They're on like a different level. Everyone has this thing in the back of their neck called a stack, which basically means like you can live forever. So basically, if you die, you could, like, they can take your stack and put you into a new what's it called, sleeve, a new sleeve, which is just a new body. And the richer you are, the like nicer the body you can get. You can get like a really nice new body. If you're poor, sometimes you just have to get like the leftovers or like the cheapest one, which is usually like a really old body or like a frail body. Your stack is like your human sequence, your human DNA, and it's like put into another sleeve. So basically, essentially, you can never die unless someone blows out your stack when they kill you. So like they shoot you in the stack or something like that, or let's say they take it out and crush it, then you can't be brought back unless you're a meth and you have your stack downloaded and backed up. So basically, it's all around that kind of thing, and like you kind of see the like big difference in terms of the distribution of wealth. It is so good. There's like sick fighting scenes in it. The storyline is so good. The plot is so good. If you have watched it, or if you're going to watch it, Poe is the love of my life. I love Poe. Poe is just so adorable. I love Poe. He is not real. He's an AI. I think, yeah, he's an AI. But I just love Poe. I love Poe. If you agree with loving Poe, if you love Poe, thumbs up this video, because I just love Poe. I literally watch Altered Carbon. It's so good. Again, these are just suggestions. I'm not good at describing shows. This is a classic for me. Like literally, it's a classic. If you know me, you know this is one of my favorite shows. I've put a couple of my friends on this show because I just love it. I put my sister on as well. The fact that it is run for 16 seasons shows you how good it is. And if you're someone who loves character development, this is the epitome of character development. Deep at 16 seasons, how are they not going to develop? And not even just like that, the change from season 1 to season 2, season 2 to season 3 is crazy. Oh my gosh, the show will have you on your toes. It will have you on your toes. I just can't explain it. It's about surgeons and like the struggle of being a surgeon, but it mixes in like the personal life, the drama, the romance, the sadness of it all. Like you really, it's one of those shows you'll watch and you just want to be a surgeon. There is no show like Grey's Anatomy. It's hands down, baby. If you start, like, if you're literally just starting now, you have so much to binge watch from season 1 to season 16. And I tell you, from episode 1, that show has got to you. It's got your heart. Grey's Anatomy. Say it after me. Grey's Anatomy. If you watch any of these shows, by the way, please let me know. Grey's Anatomy. It's on Amazon Prime. Up to season 14 for free, like included in Prime. One Tree Hill, drama. And the thing is, there are some characters, like the character development in that show is mad. You will hate some people. If you've watched it, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You will hate some people at the start, but then they turn into like such good people. Like it's so crazy. And like some people it's the other way around. Maybe you'll like them at the start and then they're just So yeah, that show will have you on your toes. That was like one of my favorites for a while. It's kind of like sibling rivalry, but more than that, it's it's very basketball based. That's another thing. So if you like basketball, that's, yeah. But it's like high school, or it starts off in high school. It starts off in high school. The stuff that happened, like the drama, the betrayal, the drama. There's a like school shootout episode, which I'm not gonna say much other than there's a school shootout episode. That episode, oh my gosh, it's intense. That episode broke my heart 10 times. Yeah, One Tree Hill. Oh no, I'm keeping something that happened on One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill, go watch it. I think is One Tree Hill on Prime? I think One Tree Hill is on Prime. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anyone who knows me knows this is my like. Okay, now I've watched some really good series in my life, so I don't know if I can say it's my favorite series of all time anymore, but it's definitely was my favorite series of all time for the longest time, and it is still very much up there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is very old. Before anyone who can't appreciate classics goes and watches it, because I know it's like I've suggested it to some people and they're like, oh my gosh, like the graphics are so shit in the first season. Like they haven't even watched past the first few seasons, because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, okay, 1990s, yeah, okay, season 1, season 2, maybe season 3-ish, especially season 1, the graphics are not going to be amazing, like when she's killing vampires, and you know, it's not going to look the best. It gets better, you know, and even still it doesn't become like super amazing, but it definitely gets better. And obviously it's like it was late 90s. What are you expecting? So if you can't appreciate that, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is not the show for you. That is fine. In terms of graphics, in terms of everything else, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I feel like it goes over a lot of people's heads, like the intelligence behind that show, as in not even just Giles, because obviously Giles is a very smart character, the way he speaks, the way he articulates himself, cool, but not even just Giles, like the wit, first of all, like Xander, for example, is a very witty, like banter kind of character, but it may fly over, no, it doesn't fly over your head to say that he's telling a joke, but some stuff may fly over your head. Even as a whole, like the cast and even the plots of Buffy. It's a paranormal show. You're probably just thinking, oh, a girl fighting vampires. No, it's so much deeper than that. And the way they use like real life situations and make them paranormal, really, obviously some stuff are just straight up paranormal. There's no sort of like master meaning behind it, but so many of the plots, like it's just and I've always felt like I could relate to Buffy. The things that like she has to deal with, and like the strength she has to have, and just taking on the world by herself. And the show itself is amazing. Please do not please just look past the graphics of the first season. If that's one that should hook you from the first episode. If it doesn't, give it a few more episodes. Maybe you're just not that type of person. Maybe you won't enjoy the show, but I personally really did, and it will keep you on your toes. It's not scary. People ask me sometimes like, if it's scary. It's not scary. I'm someone who cannot handle horror. I cannot handle horror, especially when I watched this, like I was really young. There's one episode called Hush. I can't lie, that is the only episode out of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that scared me, and I've only watched once because I was like, nope, I'm not watching this again. Another one that's kind of linked was made around the same time, paranormal as well, Charmed. Reason I said it like that is because like the nostalgia that comes with Charmed made me feel good, especially like the last episode. Charmed is so good. Again, it's like real life issues, but then also paranormal stuff, and like it's just so different, and every episode is different and enticing in its own way. Atypical, literally so good. It's about this, I don't know, he's not really a kid, guy with autism, and like his struggles, but not even just that, like his family issues. His family is so messed up. It's so, if you've watched Prison Break, Don Self is the dad. So when I saw that, I was automatically like, Don Self. I tend to not like mums in shows. Me and my babes were actually talking about this the other day. But when we watch shows together, it's usually like, there's always this mum. We don't like them. Like, it's literally like, I don't know, the mum, oh gosh, I don't even want to say too much, but like, people are jarring, let me just say that. But the show is really good. The only thing is, there are 3 seasons, but I just found out like it's not being renewed for a 4th. It's been cancelled. I don't know why. If someone would like to fill me in. Atypical, really good. There are 3 seasons at least that you could watch. Yeah, I enjoy that show. Drama, Atypical is a good show. That is also on Netflix. Last but not least, Friends. I do not care. Friends is a banging show. And don't get me wrong, I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, Friends, I'm never gonna watch that. Like, what? Like, why did you even watch Friends? Like, it's not funny. Knowing that I hadn't even watched an episode of it, like a single episode, maybe like in the background. Friends is freaking amazing. When I decided to give it a chance, Friends is funny. I don't care what anyone says. Friends is funny. Friends is funny. There are some things that would have us laughing for time. Like, we'd have to pause the TV and just get it all out. Otherwise, we just couldn't hear what was going on next. Like, it's actually funny. And there's drama. There are twists, and you're like, what the hell? Like, oh no, Friends is a classic. Friends is actually a classic. I understand why it's still on Netflix. They need to put some black sitcoms on Netflix, can't lie. But Friends, like, it is very good. Let me not lie, it's very good. You will enjoy it. Just give it a chance. Like, don't be that person that's trying to look all different or all mature because you've never watched Friends and you don't find it funny. You think it's dead banter, but you haven't actually watched it properly, or you haven't watched it at all. Watch Friends, because Friends is really good. Friends, I'm pretty sure we can universally agree, if you've watched it properly, that it is very good. But all of these shows, I'm telling you, like, especially if you're struggling for something to watch now, you're just bored, I'm telling you, watch at least one of these shows and it will make such a difference. Like, it makes such a difference. What do I think I'm talking about? Share this video, let people know, put people on, don't be selfish. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All my social media will be in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.